Hello there. This is the second journal entry, the video version, which is reflections about my learning process during the second unit, which was teacher, teachers education, inclusive education, learning disabilities, a lot of important things that I really loved to study. But here I have my I don't know how do you say that, but I think it's temporizer. So I'm going to put it because time is really important here. Um, so I have to say that I'm really thankful about the topics we reviewed this second unit. They were so important. I think they are really essential topics that we have to learn as teachers. We're going to face a lot of situations, so we have to be prepared, and knowledge is part of that preparation. Um, so I'm happy about what we have reviewed, and yeah, that's why I'm super thankful. I'm happy about that. So when you study something that you like, obviously it's going to be a better way to learn. And in my learning process, it was important to have something that I liked to to study and to reflect about that. Um, so about the activities we had, they were the same as the first unit, so it's the same process. I think the my skills are being developed in the same way. A lot of reading for every day, and then activities about that reading. It's the same. So so it is good. You asked me to reflect about why reading is important, and I know it's important, obviously. So I have reflected about that, and I actually read a lot. And I read a lot in Spanish, and I read a lot in English. For example, I read every day my Book of Mormon here in English, and this is written in a really ancient English, so it is difficult to learn. But I'm obviously in the process of learning while reading, or using reading as a tool. So I really think it's important to read. Having said that, I have to say that I'm a little worried about the length of the text you are giving us to read every day. They are long, actually, not all of them, but most of them, and that I consider that affect the learning process. And why? Because when you have a lot of text to read, or one for every day, and they are long, well, in my case, I don't have time to read them like properly. Properly means that I would like to read them once, and then to study them, to look for the vocabulary, to try to reflect about the text, and, and yeah, to learn about the topic, and then to learn about language also while reading. But as my life is super busy, and language is not the only thing I have to do in my life, just a tiny part. Obviously, I don't have time to read it properly. So I read it once, but then I can read it again, or I can study the text, and that's why for me this type of activities have not been the best way for me to learn English. Um, Maybe it is my situation, obviously. I can't speak about the others. But I'm a little worried about that, because I think this third unit is going to be about the same reading, and then activities about reading, and maybe the fourth is going to be the same thing. So I hope I'm going to learn new things. I hope I'm going to develop my English skills, actually. But I think I'm doing my part, reading what I want, apart from the text that I have to read for the classes. And I think when I am in the classroom, I try to speak, I try to participate. So I'm happy about what I'm doing. Obviously it can be better, a lot, or much better. So I have to find out what I have to do to leave this process in a better way. So it's almost 5 minutes, or maybe already 5 minutes. I have 2 more minutes to reflect, and I have to say that I waited until this day because I wanted to complete the unit in order to reflect about that. And today I had a debate, and I have to say it was a good idea, especially because of teamwork, because we actually worked as a team, and that's super important. And but 1 minute per person was too short. I mean, wow, to speak that fast and to try to make arguments, like developed arguments, it was hard. So we divided like the arguments. One could introduce what you want to say, and the other one just developed more that idea. That's what we did. So as a teamwork activity, it was super good, and I'm super happy about the debate. But about that minute, wow, it was, I think, I don't know if it was the best idea, because we had time to do it like 2 minutes per person. So so closing this, I'm happy about the topics we studied last this second unit. I'm happy about the task. I'm concerned about the readings, that they are super long and for every day. Um, and I think I'm doing my best to acquire and develop my second language, which is English. So thank you very much for everything you are giving us, because I know you put a lot of effort in your classes as a teacher. So thank you for that. And this is it. Bye bye.